Oh, hi! And another weekend, toy sharing day. So now we were able to finish the 2016 riders. So we had Kamen Rider Ghost, who was our 2016 rider, and he is the sixth, no, seventh, no, sixth Heisei Phase 2 rider. Now we also had Spectre, and we also had Kamen Rider 1 for the special 2016 movie celebrating 45 years of Kamen Rider. Now we're going into a figure that I honestly do not know much about, since I didn't really get into his didn't get into his episodes that much. But he is the 2017 rider and the seventh, no, the eighth rider for. So I guess it's the seventh, the eighth Heisei Rider Phase 2 Kamen Rider Build. Now, Kamen Rider Build is, like I said, he's the eighth rider for Heisei Phase 2, and he is the 2017 rider. And his concept is actually more of an engineering type. Again, maybe hence build. One thing that I really find that the one thing I really liked about Kamen Rider Build is that he had a really cool henshin or transformation. But on the flip side, I found that he had one of the goofiest drivers ever, because his driver, or the belt for most people, for people not really into Kamen Rider, is that the gimmick is it's something like a liquid that he has to shake first. So in the middle of battle, he'd be shaking some of these bottles, shaking them, putting it in your belt, and then turning it around. It has the turning thing. But as goofy as it is, it makes up for the henshin, because it becomes like a sprue, for models, and then it will open on both sides with the guy in the middle, and then it just slams, like it presses, and once it presses, then comes the rider form. Now I really found the driver really ridiculous, but then again, our current rider, Kamen Rider Gav, who is that's 01 Saber, Revise, Geets, Gotchard, and Gap. So the sixth railroad rider had the driver similar to that, in terms that it has this turning thing. It's called a lever, or a turning thing. But its concept is more like candy. So it's like a mouth. So if you put the driver in, or you put the device in, at least if you move it around, it's gonna like chew. But this one is really weird. The one thing I did like about it is the shaking thing. He had to shake it first before putting it in. I found it really ridiculous. But then again, the figure is actually pretty nice. So this is the figure, still in the more or less their classic packaging, posing, product photos in the back. But honestly, this for me is next to Zio, which is going to be the last Heisei Phase 2 rider. For me, actually, is the one with the least value. You know why? Because all you'll see is the figure. Because all you'll be seeing is the figure and 3 pairs of hands and an extra hand, and that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. It's a figure. It's a figure with just 3 hands. So in terms of posability, you can have a lot of combinations for it, but unlike other Kamen Riders, when they have at least 4 to 5 sets of hands, this is just 3. And there's no weapon, there's no gimmick, there's no effects, not even. But then again, the figure is very nice. So you can see this is built. It's a combination of three colors. So there's black, this reddy thing, metal red, and metal blue. As you can see, the heads, the two antennas are different. One is a lot thinner. The blue is a lot thinner, while the red is a lot thicker and it's of a different style. So you have to be careful about this. I've seen a lot of people snap off the blue one because it is very, very thin. Secondly, as you can see, this is the driver, and yes, it twirls. You can actually turn it around. Yes, it can. And you can actually turn it around. Yes. Yeah. But at least it works. At least the gimmick works. Then you have the things that he has to shake, so you can actually remove that as well and you even put some of them in his belt. Articulation always great. The thing here is because the driver is also pretty long, it does impede a little bit. It does impede articulation a little bit if you want to pose it. But then again, of course, you can be very creative with you can be creative with your poses. Articulation always very good. It's SHF after all. It's SH Figure Arts after all. But one thing I love about this figure is that it's solid. It's a figure. It doesn't have too much Sharpie stuff. Figures of very good quality. Very great detail, if I might saying, in the molds. Very great mold detail. It's just that the head itself is very scary. You have to be careful not to drop it on bad angles. So you really have to be very, very careful with this. And also the general plainness. It's just this one and the hands, and that's it. No weapons, nothing. Actually, I was pretty disappointed when I got this. I got this actually one of my last figures I ever got because honestly, I wasn't really a fan. I wasn't really a fan of the driver as shallow as it is, and I found that but I like the figure itself. I like the figure. It's very plain in a sense. It's a plain in a good way. Not too much gimmicks and other stuff in the suit. Very, very great detail. The texture and the body. It's a great figure. Overall, it's a great figure. Unfortunately, I was trying to buy the bike. Unfortunately, the bike's actually pretty expensive now. So, but then again, if ever I find the bike, I will be having a new video about this. But overall, if you're gonna tell me figure-wise, excellent figure, very nice. The contrast, as you can see, the figure itself is amazing. It's articulation, the way the figure is made, the design's good. But in terms of value, I would say it's pretty low. It's just the figure. Kamen Rider Ghost had the weapons. Kamen Rider Game had the weapons. Kamen Rider Ghost even had the ghost effect. Kamen Rider Force had two weapons, the drill hand. Kamen Rider 000 had at least had a sword. Kamen Rider, I would say overall this is one of the, in terms of value, figure wise it's great. It's actually pretty solid, are very robust looking. Unlike the Kamen Rider, like Kamen Rider 000, it's very, very slight. Well, my Kamen Rider double is a special case since it's an SS version, so it's really special. But then again, beyond the old packaging, which is mixed, and also with the old styling with the figures pretty thin, this is a good size. It's very, very meaty, very muscular, just like I would say comparable to the others. But then again, in terms of value, not so much. It's just a figure in some hands. So at least maybe just put, I hope they were able to at least put in a weapon, because all the other figures had weapons. Even the next figure that we're going to be talking about, Kamen Rider X8, had weapons. So I just really wonder why they didn't give this anything. But then again, figure wise, it's excellent. Figure wise, very good. Value wise, if you're looking for value for your hard earned money, no, definitely not, because it didn't have anything. It's just the figure and not that much hands either. But then again, if you're a completist, well, I just started Heisei Phase. I only had Heisei Phase. I completed Heisei Phase 2. So I when I was collecting, I just noticed that I'm already completing Phase 2. So I got him. It's one of the reasons why it's one of the last figures I got, just to really complete the 10. But then again, if I wasn't really if I had a lot more holes in my collection, honestly, I really wouldn't get this. But for fans of this, well, definitely you should get it. The figure itself, figure quality, top notch. As a figure, it's great. Value-wise, but then again, it's a great figure, and thank you very much for letting me share this. Next week, we're going to be talking about one of the figures, and design-wise, I really liked. X8, and I'll definitely tell you a lot greater value for this one. So thank you very much for sharing with me. I guess next time we're going to be talking about with better figures, but we do have two more characters for Heisei Phase 2, and then we're going to be moving on to another era, which is I'm pretty happy with, because this is actually a new figure that I got for the era, since for the Reiwa era, I only have Kamen Rider Revice, but I do have a lot of them. I do have Revi, Vice, Evil, Live, Demons. I have Aguilera and Jean, so that I have 7. I basically have all the 7. I basically have all the figures, the 7 riders for Kamen Rider Revice. But that's it. That's the only Reiwa thing. But recently, I was able to get a good deal for 01. So after we finish Heisei Phase 2, we're going to Reiwa with 01. So we still have 2 more figures, X8 and Zio. But I'll comment on them afterwards. But then again, thank you for sharing this with me. Have a great week.